Hey guys, Brent and Johny here, and this is your Visual Wilderness Monthly Roundup.
Hey,
how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. I'm always good. I'm halfway through my first coffee, so
Yeah.
things are a little slow, but we're going to get there.
Hey,
right?
we'll get there.
Finish that last half, I should be powering by the end of the show.
Yeah,
Welcome to the show, guys.
Good, and we've got a couple of things to show you guys at the end. This
Ooh.
and a really cool video, so stick around till the end.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get started with the blog post, mate?
Yeah,
Let's
jump in.
do it.
Yeah, good.
Okay, negative space versus dead space. Well, basically, this is a great article from Marina on the blog, guys, and it's worth checking out because it's good to know the difference between the one or the other. Negative space is actually a really... It's a real positive thing in your image, you know what I mean?
Positive.
Yeah, negative is positive.
Yeah,
I know, it's really weird.
Yeah.
And dead space is obviously space in the image, like you've left too much foreground on the grass, like in Verina's image you can see here, or you left too much sky without cloud drama.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes on sunset you'll even get that streak of clouds that's low on, you know, like this is how I determine how much sky I leave in my image, and this is negative and dead space, is, you know, if there's no clouds in the sky, you don't want to show a lot of the sky. It's not, you know, in general, the sky's a bit boring without clouds, you know what I mean? So you would lift your horizon line up and find something interesting in the foreground. So it's all about creating that negative space and knowing what the difference between negative and dead is. And there's a great article there. Verina explains it all, and she's got some awesome examples. So check it out, guys.
I noticed that first example, that was New Zealand, wasn't it?
That's New Zealand for sure.
Mount Cook or something.
Yeah, because I got a very similar shot.
I remember being there.
Awesome, yeah.
Awesome,
Okay.
good guys. Okay, so the next one is the 6 tips for building a solid customer base, and it's basically the business of photography. And I found this really interesting. So the guys go, who was it? Verina wrote it, and she goes. So it's all about
the J's actually. This one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a J, not a V.
Bye. Oh,
J.
Jay.
That's all right.
Here we go.
That's all right.
Sorry,
Bit
Jay.
of Patel love. Yeah.
Sorry. Good. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hey, bro, do you want my coffee?
Yeah,
here you go. Have mine.
I really had to.
I know. You need to. Hang on. We're gonna stop the show. Let's make more coffee.
Yeah. All right. So basically, the 6 tips are. It's all about the customers, and then you know how to connect with your customers, engagement. Value-added content, identifying with your customers, make it easy for your customers, and then provide diverse product offerings. Now, I'd like to add a couple of other things over there. So you've got to first know who your ideal customer is before you can even target them and engage with them. So here's a question for you guys. Who is your ideal customer when it comes to making money out of photography? Identify who they are, actually create an avatar, like what I've done in my portrait photography business, is I've actually got my ideal customer. I've painted a picture of who they are, where they shop, how many kids they got, how they think about themselves, their biggest problems, and their desires, and what actually keeps them awake at night, their fears. And then if you can help to solve those problems, you win. They'll come to you. So that's a really, really interesting article, guys. Write it if you want to make money out of photography.
Yeah, read it.
Read it.
See, it's copy.
I got it in my head.
I don't know. Go and get it quick.
Okay,
Go.
Keep going.
All right, while Brent gets his hat, and you can hear him right out the door right now. Let me jump on to the next article, and the next article is Looking Back to Move Forward from Michael Hall. And I love this article. This one just rings true for me so much. And basically the gist of the article is, you know, you should take the time every now and then to look back at your old images oh, here it comes, it's the hat! Anyway, hopefully we've got Brent back now.
Yes.
Great.
Keep going.
Anyway, basically, what you need to do, guys, and I love this tip from Michael, and he's got some great examples there, is look at your old images. And what that does, it sees the difference between where you were to where you are now with your photography. And you have a look at that transition, and there might be a big turning point. One example he uses is you brought a tripod at this day, and you ended up being able to capture the sunsets and sunrises and have everything tack sharp, you know, because you can shoot long exposure or whatever. But anyway, there's heaps of things. So basically the gist is, well, after my rambling, I should finish my coffee. Whew, hang on.
So they're pivotal points in your photography learning progress.
That's it.
And you want to look back to make and see where you were and where you are now. And
That's it.
Are you making progress or not?
Yeah, and that's it. Basically, how are you making progress in your photography, and is where you're at now heading in the right direction?
Okay.
I think that's important also.
Yes.
Is it heading in the right direction? Are you going for more abstract looking photography? Are you looking for more natural looking photography? You know, are the subjects you're shooting the things you want to shoot? You know, I think there's 1,000 reasons. But anyway, it's a great article and it's a great point and well worth reading.
Definitely.
Not writing because he's written it already.
Yes. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks,
Michael. Yeah,
Good
awesome.
on you, mate.
Good.
Love your work.
And I'll jump into the next one, which I love, is photographing waves, shooting waves.
Oh yeah, waves.
And this is written by Verena.
Queen
V.
There's a V there. That's Verena,
okay.
yes.
I didn't
Good
get
job.
that one right.
Good job, bro.
Okay, good. And she got some great tips here for photographing waves. Choosing a sunny day, paying attention to where the sun is so you don't get reflections, or using a polarizing filter on your lens.
Yep.
And putting yourself in the right place at the right time so you can get the curl of the wave.
Yep.
I love that one.
Yeah.
We'll show you a couple of examples of ours.
Yeah.
And using a fast shutter speed. So let's have a look at that article, guys. Great article.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there's some great
Verena,
stuff
Queen
in
V.
there. Awesome. Let's jump over and have a look at your image.
Yeah,
You can
man.
see here's one of Brent's, and I love this image, Brent. I apologise, guys. Google Plus has done a bit of an auto enhancer. It might look a bit funky on the screen,
Yeah,
but
it does look a bit
it's
funky.
not over the cooked like that in real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that, mate. Tell us the story.
Yeah, so the sun's setting over, actually just behind the camera over there. I can almost see the beach through the window. And we look west over the water, and sometimes we get these big waves, and a northeaster blows, which is an offshore, and we get these huge barrels, and you can actually get the sun setting over the water. It looks like it's setting over the water, but it's actually setting over the mountains because our coast is kind of curvy. And I was trying to get a wave cresting with the sun in the background, and just getting that kind of shot. But it's tough because when you're shooting directly into the sun, obviously the autofocus doesn't work so well. It's like it's hunting for the wave. So sometimes you actually got to pre-focus on the wave, switch it to manual autofocus, and then keep shooting.
Yeah, and it's a really good tip. One thing I found, and I'll show you my image in a minute, is actually getting out beside the waves curling. So if you've got a point, you can get out and shoot along that way. I mean, it makes such a big difference to your wave photography. Not only does it clean up everything in front, all the white water, but you get that side perspective this looks amazing. I love that. Exactly like Verena's image, actually.
Totally. And there's a guy that we hopefully can get onto our Share, Inspire, Create show, Clark Little.
Yes.
And he shoots waves from the inside. So inside out. So really, that's another way of actually getting in. That's tough.
Yeah, it is really tough.
Yeah.
And I have an image to show you too, guys, and I'll show you this one. And now this one is a little bit different. It is backlit because it's got the sun behind it. Yeah. The sun is setting, so it isn't a bright sunny day. But what I've done here, you can see it's shot side on, but what I've done to add a little bit of movement or abstract to the image is also use a slower shutter speed. Yeah. So around 1/20th, 1/25th or something like that, I was still on a tripod, but fairly loose on a tripod, so I could pan around with the wave. And so that's another way to shoot waves as well. You know, obviously it's all nice to freeze them, and we all love that look, but this is just something a little bit different. And you can see those intense colours there. The sun was just about to drop, so the light was just about to come off the water behind the headland. So something a little bit different, guys. There you go.
Awesome. So you can break the rules.
You can.
Even though, or the tips that Verena gives you.
Which is totally true.
Break them and be creative.
Do something different. Yeah, that's it. That's why we love photography, mate.
Totally.
Love it.
Awesome.
All right, so
next one,
here
Johnny.
we are, and I'm clicking around like a...
What do you guys think of my shirt, by the way?
Oh, look at this. I like it.
The Piggly Wiggly.
That is funny, bro.
There you go.
Let me tell the story later.
Later. Yeah.
The November assignment for Reflected Light is just just to finish, man.
Yeah, so get your images in, guys. And there's been some really good submissions. Let's
I'll show you a couple of my favourites, guys. Let's look at these. This one from Ugo. What's it called? Gundy's Dream. I just love it. It's I'm not sure what it's actually reflecting. I couldn't work it out.
The Taj Mahal?
There's a tree and there's I don't know.
Very cool.
Now that's an amazing image, mate. Let me just zoom out so everyone can get a better look at that there. But look at that image. Isn't that incredible?
Yes, lovely.
Amazing. Yeah, great work.
It actually looks like an oil painting or something.
It looks amazing.
Real abstract. That's great.
I mean,
that's awesome. And guys, get your submissions in because there's only like 1 day left or 2 days left.
Get it
before it ends. So.
And we've got another one here from Gary. This one's obviously from the Oregon coast somewhere, I would say. Look at that. Amazing rock pinnacles, and that beautiful light is just gorgeous, Gary. Great and perfect time of day. So awesome. Love that. I love that. You know what I love about this time of day is everything that's closer is really darker, and as it fades off into the sea mist, it gets lighter and lighter, and that just provides such a great depth into the image.
I know, totally.
I love it. Awesome, Gary. Yeah. Cool, guys. And the last thing we need to talk about, this is a great video.
Into the Visual Wilderness video that Jay and Verena put together.
Yep.
I love it, man, because you know why?
Why?
Because a lot of that footage is from me.
It's true. No, but there is some great flow cam footage there, and I think on our next trip, I'm going to get some footage of you doing flow cam footage, because you should see Brent use this thing. It's like he's running over rocks, and he's got this handheld thing. It's amazing. But truly, guys, this video is really, really inspiring. It's well worth a look. You know, it's why we do what we do.
Definitely. And we're going to play it after this. But before we jump into that, should we talk about this, baby?
Yeah, let's talk about the blue.
This is really quick. This is for our podcasting guys. The Share, Inspire, Create show that Johnny and I have, and we interview great photographers on it. So where did you find out about this, John?
Online, actually. So I've been doing a bit of research into podcast microphones, condenser microphones in particular, and this one has been highly recommended. It's a USB mic. Yeah. It has a built-in mute switch, there's gain on the back, and the other nice thing is it'll actually give you headphones out, so you can plug straight into this microphone and be able to monitor the audio coming out. Basically, all the reviews I've read about this blue microphone, this is the Yeti, by the way. They have a whole range of microphones, but this one is the Yeti. So for the price, this microphone gives you amazing sound, guys, and I highly recommend it. I think it was only about 140 Australian, you know, which is really, really cheap for this quality of microphone. And you pick this thing up, it weighs a ton. Yeah. Weighs an absolute ton.
There we go. I'll just move it up,
Yeah, see, Brent even needs 2 hands. That's how much it weighs. Yeah, I know, but guys, it truly is. For audio, I can't fault it. No. Well, I was on a Skype call.
Hello.
I was on a Skype call.
We actually got to keep it closer to me because Johnny's so loud.
I know,
so,
I'm the boomer. Yeah. But anyway, for the price, guys, it's amazing. Basically, if you start to look at higher cost microphones, you only gain such a little increment in quality. This Yeti by Blue microphones is just amazing.
No, awesome. And you know what I like about it is the back. It's got the pattern over there, so you can put it in stereo. You can have it, you know, where the audio is this side and that side. If I'm doing an interview with you, really good. So there's about 4 different patterns on the back, and you probably hear them. Ooh, I can even change it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Anyway, yeah, well,
it's all good. There you go, guys. It's an epic microphone if you're in the market for one, and you're not going to get better sound quality for the price.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's get back into the Visual Wilderness. Love this video. Well done, Jay and Verena, for putting it all together. All that extra footage that we got while we were out filming the awesome landscape photography courses that you guys have already probably consumed and learned from. So let's jump into it.
Let's do it. Let's jump into it now.
Catch you next month, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great month.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.
Visual Wilderness, we believe in offering you a shared experience to explore the world. We invite you to go on a journey with us as we go about photographing and capturing this beautiful planet that we call Earth. Sometimes we go on exploring deserts in our bare feet, and we invite you to come with us. We'll have our photographic gear, we'll have our backpacks, we'll have the lenses and the cameras, and we'll go together and show you what it is like to actually be outside and living a life of a landscape photographer.
I absolutely love being out there. I love interacting with nature. I'm the one who's going to take off my shoes and shoot barefoot in the sand, or walk on the beaches barefoot, climbing over the rocks. I want to be completely engaged out there. I don't mind getting wet. I don't mind being hot and sweaty. I love it. It's so much a part of me, and sometimes it's totally exhausting. We spend a lot of time scouting, we spend a lot of time researching, we do long hikes, we carry tons of gear. 30 pounds sometimes on my back, sometimes 35. It's a lot to carry, and I'm not really all that big, but I love it. I love every minute of it. You know, we're out there with our camera guys, with Johnny and Brent, and we are laughing so hard. We're having so much fun. And of course, then I get to work with Jay, which is pretty awesome. You know, it's an amazing thing to be able to do together. We have all these shared experiences, all these amazing places that we've been together, out there shooting, out there dealing with the elements. And as hard as it is sometimes, you know, in the end, we're just having fun out there. That's the reality of it. That's the truth. We love our jobs. We love what we do. In order to get the shot you want, you have to know a lot of little things. It's not insurmountable. It's not stuff that nobody can learn. Anybody can do this, but it does take time. You have to absorb this knowledge. You have to, you know, build it with experience, knowing which lens is the right one for this particular scene. Of course, I say the right one. There isn't a right or wrong option here, but, you know, and that's one of the things we get students asking us all the time. Which lens should I take to this location? Well, there's no answer to that, but which lens should you use to produce the photo that you're seeing in your head? That's a different question entirely. A lot of times I see my image in my head before I even start shooting. And so if I can capture that vision and share it, then I've accomplished what I'm out there to do. My goal is to take the tools that I have, you know, from the lenses and the filters and the tripod to the knowledge that I have of when each of those tools might work best, you know, what the scene is going to look like through this lens versus that lens. If I can use that knowledge to take that vision and turn it into a reality so that other people can see and feel what I felt when I was out there, then I've accomplished what I'm setting out to do. Then I've really created something that I feel is worth creating. I feel like I've done what I wanted to do. And I mean, I guess that's what an artist does. You know, that's what art is all about. Getting out there and taking that vision and sharing it. I love being able to do that. In this case, I'm using this little reflector panel. It folds up really small.